glad to see so many of you here this morning. In fact, I think we've had our highest number of registrations ever for this event.
The ship finance sector is, for its part, also going through a period of great change. Traditional lenders are pulling back from shipping and their places taken by new and sometimes innovative alternative lenders.
Federal Transportation Authority for Land and Maritime is doing its utmost effort to enhance collaboration among all stakeholders in maritime industry.
By investing in ports, shipping and logistics, we can ensure the region has the ecosystem to attract the biggest names in the business and help them establish or grow their presence in the region.
We build infrastructure for tomorrow. In fact, today, the UAE accounts for 30 to 35% of the region's total maritime sector investments at $66 billion.
Based on the business model that we have, that capital intensity that comes in the first 3 years and comes ahead of any cash flows before the projects start, because you can't take the cash flows before the infrastructure is built. Based on that, we look for strong financial partners. We look in various ways, and we're looking both at banks and partners that are located here, but also on the international scene to help us finance our growth, to help us understand our business model, to see the opportunity to invest when the economy is low.
Imagine a capsule full of people. You put this capsule inside the tube. You suck out the air from the tube so there's no resistance. And now you can move the capsule from point A to point B at almost the speed of sound using a tiny fraction of the energy. Now the concept of the Hyperloop for everybody was about speed, because it's very easy to do headlines with that. But in reality, our Hyperloop, the original Hyperloop, is not about speed, it's about efficiency.
Sanjay, I believe you're one of the investors in Hyperloop.
Well, I'm morally invested in this guy since I met him.
We met here, actually.
Here, absolutely.
If you are today essentially exposed to or essentially banking only with regional banks, do you want to expand that to international banks? If you're solely doing bank debt, look at ECA funding, look at leasing, look at capital markets.
But despite the good macroeconomic news, there's still very much intrinsic volatility in the offshore marine sector. Put simply, the success of an owner-operator depends purely on the exploration and production spend of the national and international oil companies.
And it's a venue where you can actually engage and speak about issues outside of work and really create those relationships which are vital in the region. And I think that's the best value added that the MS conferences have.
New ideas about ship finance. For us, we are looking about investing in infrastructure. It's one of the topics. But for us, the ship finance is much more important for our clients, because nowadays we have international clients who are ready to invest in the new vessels and so on.
Fresher element of the agenda that we have, Hyperloop, also giving us a presentation, showing us what the future is going to bring, showing us very clearly that you get on board or you get left behind.
It was extremely stimulating hearing about the Hyperloop and how this could be a major disruptor in logistics going forward.
There's a huge push to grow infrastructure, and I think the very fact that infrastructure is growing means there's going to be opportunities for all players for the growth which will follow good infrastructure development.
It's not only the companies that attend, it's the quality and the caliber of the people who attend. It's nice to see the CEOs here, the CFOs here, so when you actually have a discussion, you're talking about something more than just a position or a point of view of a company, but you're talking about somebody who is a thought leader or an industry leader. So that's always an interesting part of the discussion, and TMS always does a wonderful job of rounding up the creme de la creme, so it's great to be here.
the importance of remaining relevant to our customers with new products that need to be competitive globally, because it is a time where cost focus is stronger than ever.
I found it quite interesting, met quite some different stakeholders. It is a good opportunity to network especially, and also hear about what's happening in the current industry.
Sentiment generally seems to be better than it has been in previous years across a variety of different areas where ship finance is available. Chinese leasing is clearly being looked at a lot more now, but looking at this year on year, actually the sentiment seems to be far improved this year.
Now the ship finance is not anymore a sort of an isolated sector, but there was a lot of interest in, say, let's gather together operators, shipping, ports, regulators and ship finance, the banks, in order to gather into a system, right? And otherwise it will be very difficult to face the new times that we have ahead.
You know, the outlook generally is steady. People are not going to be making the kind of money that they made, you know, in the super cycle in the early 2000s.
I'd say it was organized in such a way that it was so different from the other conferences that I've attended. And I really love the way the Hyperloop is going to be or is planned for. And I didn't really realize as to how efficient and effective it's supposed to be.
There is optimism from the bankers and the consultants. Obviously, ship owners and operators are in need for that optimism because really there is positivity there in the industry.